When a narcissist's evil plans fail and it turns on themselves. Have you witnessed the downfall of narcissists' schemes? Stay with us as we delve into a fascinating subject. What happens when narcissists' plans fall apart? Take a moment to reflect on that. Narcissists tend to overreact, believing they are always one step ahead, ready to exploit those who don't understand narcissism. Here's the twist. Despite their meticulous planning, narcissists' schemes sometimes fail. Join us as we explore why and how their best-laid plans can collapse. By understanding these dynamics, you can empower yourself and gain insights into narcissism. If this topic intrigues you, please like and comment below. Stay tuned for more discussions on narcissism and strategies to avoid it. Let's uncover why even the most cunning narcissists sometimes fail. Imagine being rejected. I empathize with you. Have you ever anticipated the end of a relationship? The outcome likely caught you off guard and happened abruptly. The narcissist had already formed new connections. Let's briefly discuss these new links. The replacement might be a toxic person, a recycled supply, someone traumatized, or someone naive about narcissistic abuse. That used to be your role, and it was mine too. We now realize the importance of steering clear of narcissists and their relationships. Suppose the narcissist groomed a poisonous replacement, then their plot failed, right? Because the narcissist is manipulated, found their match. They met a stronger, smarter, or more experienced narcissist. Narcissists always overreact. They always think the other side is better. They are realizing that the grass isn't always greener, especially for empaths, caring, loving, stable, healthy people. You know who you are because you're rare. You are rare. Empaths are special. If you doubt empathy, you lack it and can't understand it. Empathy exists with narcissism. Story over. As the title suggests, narcissists' schemes failing is simply one situation. How about this case? What if the narcissist groomed you or someone else, assuming you would inherit or own big fortune, and they invested a lot of time, love-bombed you, etc.? They believed they would benefit greatly. No money surprise. They assumed without asking adequate questions. They expected you to receive a wealth or cash in a retirement account. They were wrong. Maybe you didn't have money and they realized it at the end of the relationship. They think, what? I spent all this effort trying to gain as much as possible from this person, and they have nothing. This is fact. Similar incidents occur daily. I repeat, narcissists do not always live in the sunshine, just the opposite. They often hide in shadows, looking for unsuspecting partners. They prey on vulnerable people who don't know themselves, narcissism, or who believe their mask. That could have been you. Maybe you fit all those descriptions. Now you understand. Applying strategies. Your wisdom grows. You know no contact, and eliminating them is the answer. You know energy, time, and resources are limited. You're rebuilding or have. So often on this platform, I urge folks to completely understand the narcissist's objectives toward them. It wasn't to age gracefully together. The goal wasn't calm parenting. Beautiful, unplanned getaways weren't the goal. It was not to have romantic dinners staring at each other. Not any of that. Perhaps you hoped for that. But it wasn't their goal. Narcissists saw you as an opportunity. You were exploitable. They could take everything from you if you were susceptible and unaware of narcissism. Narcissists don't want people to see past their mask, thus they don't promote their failures. They want everyone to think their life is perfect, sailing on calm waters with no worries, living their finest life. That's unrealistic. Remember these points. First, narcissists panic when their phones die. If the power goes off, they may have forgotten to pay the bill. Then what happens? They're too lazy to pay, so someone else does. They may not know how to write a check or use a credit card at the electricity company to pay off their obligations. Narcissists are reliant, depend on others for tasks. They master deception, ensnarement, and manipulation. Until when? Till you see through their front. Until your first enlightenment. Until you discover their schemes probably failed several times without your knowledge. Let me demonstrate. Imagine the narcissist entangled you. You were caught in their manipulation or devaluation. They squeezed every drop from you. Imagine they overused triangulation. It may have been with the waitstaff, on a flight, at a party, or on your birthday. You sensed trouble. You understood. It wasn't your first observation. You may have used a search engine or browser. You searched partner or someone paying more attention to others than me, and found narcissism. These people used terrible methods like triangulation. They accelerated abuse with you, thus their plans backfired. They didn't expect you to be smart, resilient, determined, and interested enough to unearth the truth and that needle in the haystack. If you experienced that or something similar, you understand. You realized, oh dear, this person I loved, they can't reciprocate that love. Here I am married for X years, thinking my responsibility was to raise our children, provide a home, or establish a business. Yet I'm being manipulated and disrespected. Narcissists often claim to be working or attending seminars while they're actually away. They're not with me. I wonder why they're gone so much. At that cookout, I saw the stranger strangely near to my spouse. They share a profession. They spend too much time together. I hope my message resonates. When that awareness occurs, you say, enough. I won't tolerate this behavior any longer. The next day, you may have left the relationship or started preparing your exit. Maybe the narcissist was going to dump you, but you stopped them. They're scrambling for a new supplier. While phasing you out or after you leave, they must quickly nurture and integrate that person into their lives. These are merely examples happening everywhere as I write this on a wet Carolina day. This film could be watched before bed, while drinking coffee in the morning, on a plane, at a work lunch break, or at the beach. You realize that you should come first, second, and third, and that the narcissist is insignificant. Their strategies include dominating conversations, manipulating rules, and surrounding themselves with committed fans. They require facilitators for housing, education, finances, and more. They aim to weaken and control these people, diminishing individuality, independence, and self-confidence. Narcissists collect relationships, hearts, belongings, and money and time because of this. Their manipulating skills follow them around the world. They crave power and control and are never satisfied. Remember that relationship. You donated ceaselessly to mend narcissist-inflicted mental wounds. It was like being pelted with emotions. When one issue was overcome, others arose. Knock down one difficulty, then several others appear, like whack-a-mole at the carnival. Narcissists know this is their tactic. Many narcissist projects fail despite their planning. They constantly push too far. After no contact, they think they may win back ex-partners, reconnect with estranged children, or get family support. Divorce from a narcissist. If you've experienced it, you understand. For those going through it, this will hit home. Be careful if you're about to take this step. Legal proceedings to divorce a narcissist are often lengthy. Your lawyer may have estimated a finalization schedule, but it usually takes longer. The narcissist delays proceedings without regard to legal fees or documentation. They break the law, use their legal counsel, the judge, your lawyer, and even you, your children, your interests, and your possessions to strip you bare. Divorcing a narcissist is difficult because they lack the foresight and logic to negotiate. Instead of using opportunities to establish mutually beneficial arrangements to speed up divorce, they firmly resist. They demand everything and try to take it all, regardless of fairness or cost. They sometimes succeed in manipulating the law. They can delay judicial procedures until the system challenges their tactics. The narcissist functions in stark contrast to you, the honest party, who provides all necessary information and acts transparently. People who see this unfairness typically distrust the narcissist's motives. The person wanting independence may compromise too much in these instances. The narcissist rejects these offerings to maximize their profits. This occasionally results in legal consequences for the narcissist. They think they can outwit lawyers and courts, yet overreaching leaves them with nothing. Losing custody, financial claims, property shares, and more forces them to move back in with parents, rent a friend's extra room they can't afford, or become homeless. This arises because narcissists overestimate their talents and expect too much from regaining lost relationships or family support. Narcissist divorce, a perspective. After experiencing it, you understand. These issues are certainly recognizable to those in the process. If you're considering it, remember this. Divorce processes with narcissists are lengthy. Expect delays despite your lawyer's timelines. The narcissist wants to drag out the procedure without regard to legal fees or documentation. They break the rules to manipulate judges, lawyers, and you. They take advantage of your kids, hobbies, and advantages. Why spotlight narcissist divorce? Because they miss fair negotiation opportunities. They cannot use common sense to generate mutually beneficial results due to their narrowness. Narcissists demand more, even when partners offer concessions to divorce. They seek maximum wealth and refuse to settle. Narcissists may first succeed in manipulating the legal system. They delay legal procedures until the judiciary resolves them. However, their counsel and the courts suspect their motivations after the prolonged procrastination. The responsible party, usually you, delivers all relevant documents according to protocol. Astute observers see the narcissist's direct opposition, which worries them. These analysts know that one party wants freedom from the other and will surrender more than necessary. However, the opposing party rejects, seeking every advantage. This hurts the narcissist, especially in court when they fail to fool lawyers. When they overreach, they often lose custody, financial benefits, or property shares. Overconfidence leads to their downfall, so they may take sanctuary in their parents' basement, a friend's rented room, or even a car. Actuality is distant from truth. Their lives often take unexpected turns. During your time together, they often muttered or had weird conversations. These are some narcissist quirks. The narcissist would also say, "I must leave to fetch milk for the children tomorrow." You'd tell them, "Tomorrow is Saturday, the fridge is stocked, and the kids can sleep in." But they'd say, "No, I must go now," and return hours later, saying they couldn't find any milk after driving around town. It would make you wonder why they would make such pointless late-night trips. Though now apparent, it seemed difficult to put it together then. Who would go get a next-day item? Only the narcissist, who needs to flee, plays texting games, emoji exchanges, waiting games, and longing. This habit explains why narcissists use several smartphones and other elaborate distractions. They're everywhere on social media, even dating apps. Narcissist seeks more than romance for sustenance. Anywhere they can get supply, pets, travel, finances, setbacks, health concerns, inheritances, friendships, hobby organizations, or religious societies. It's necessary to ban contact. They must be denied access to your social media, voice, activity, connections, location, and personal information. This is the way forward. I've mentioned that the narcissist saw you as a valuable asset, as did you. No touch and letting them die is your goal. Their life will derail after their free ride. A certainty, not a threat. It results from abusing and exploiting people. When they cross boundaries, burn bridges, and disrupt relationships, consequences will follow. It might happen today, tomorrow, months from now, years from now, or perhaps in another lifetime. Justice will come, not through you. By the way, the goal is to live your best life and become indifferent to the narcissist and everyone linked with that period. This is my hope, whether you've reached it or are working toward it. The summit has plenty of room for non-toxic people. I, along with many others, will help you reach indifference's peak. Because wishing the narcissist's downfall or injury would never help you. You're still obsessed on the narcissist, investing energy in them and needing recovery. This life journey is yours. Your narcissist was there for a while. You must learn lifelong lessons from that experience. You must not predict their destiny or wish them harm. Recognize their downward spiral. They will continue to regress. Every one of them will become an old narcissist. Your route diverges. You shine brightly. During that relationship, the narcissist harnessed your energies. They can no longer reach you. After recovering, you realize the narcissist's life has likely spiraled since your relationship ended. It probably spiraled numerous times. It's possible you have direct information. I hope you don't, but if you do, know that your life is rising to the right like a stalk. Your journey is ahead. The narcissist is worthless. As noted, they are low-energy dependent organisms. They need help with housing, bills, fuel, automobiles, children, tuition, and more. They know they're parasites. They recruit unwitting people to do their bidding. Narcissists are cowards and tyrants at heart. Perhaps the most superficial people you'll meet. Before identifying the narcissistic cycle of abuse, they'd usually deceive and manipulate. You might think they're great, friendly, and exceptional. They realize they are walking leeches. They cannot escape their mental darkness. They cannot erase the skeletons in their shattered previous lives' closets. They cannot apologize for the verbal, psychological, emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual damage they caused you and others. You cannot undo what you saw. No contact is an option. Recognize that narcissist schemes often fail. They won't go as planned, but they won't admit it. Instead, they play the victim or narrate their difficult childhood to trap their next victim. They follow that trend. The key point is that narcissists cannot change. Their circle of misery, abuse, and manipulation traps them forever. They try to keep you in that cycle. For a time you were caught. However, you are free. Be aware that you are a magnificent light destined to rise above the sun, moon, and stars if you have not already. You are wonderful, not just a supply. You receive my warmest virtual embrace. Realize your resilience. You are stronger than you think. I love you all. Bless you. Talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye. When a narcissist's evil plans fail and it turns on themselves. Have you witnessed the downfall of narcissists' schemes? Stay with us as we delve into a fascinating subject. What happens when narcissists' plans fall apart? Take a moment to reflect on that.